What is up, everyone? My name is Ryan and I live in Cambodia. I make videos so you can see what the world of living abroad can look like, can be like. That's a terrible sentence. Today I am talking investing and the potential of investing in Cambodia, one of the world's fastest growing economies for the past 20 years or so. A lot of people move to Cambodia to save money because it's a pretty inexpensive place to live. But what about making money? What if I do this? And the camera pulls in a little bit. And it's like, oh, money, he's talking money. Getting some juicy interest rates in a fixed deposit account. Oh, money. Maybe even buying some property. He's talking money. I'm gonna show you guys a newly built condo in Phnom Penh's most desired neighborhood. How much does that cost? What's that look like? How fancy is it? Is that pool really infinity? We'll talk a bit about banking. Boo, boo, boo! I know, the super exciting topic of banking. I'm super excited for it. It's super interesting. I just can't wait to get into the details about banking. It's such a super exciting topic. No, I'm not a Skeletor hipster. I forgot to turn my phone off. It's the bank. They want their money back. It's all here, it's all so exciting, and you're going to be a part of it right up until the end when that guy's like, oh, that's expensive. That's from the song I play at the end of the videos. It's a great song. If you're new to the channel, you're gonna want to stick around just for the song, and then at the end of the song, he is like, oh, that's expensive. But you're gonna be like, that's fine, because I live in Cambodia, and I took advantage of the investment opportunities that were presented to me by some Skeletor hipster I saw on the internet. Y'all don't know people like this. 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 After further thought, I decided I have to warn you, I am not somebody you should listen to for financial advice. It was in my 30s when I walked into the bank. I was working on a good job, saving up a lot of money, and then the youngest bank teller I have ever seen, he said to me, oh, why do you have so much money in this account? You should put it in a savings account and make money off the interest. And I was like, interest? Interesting. Tell me more. I'd like to encourage everyone who knows about investing to comment below, correct my mistakes. I don't know the terminology. There's something about bullfrog markets and stuff. This video is certainly not financial advice, but maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky. And in the comments below, there'll be a little comment from that American investor, that big successful one, Buffett, Jimmy Buffett. Maybe he'll watch this video and he'll comment below, invest all your money in cheeseburgers and margaritas, and we'll all do it and we'll all make a ton of money. That's my hope. When it comes to foreigners living in Cambodia, ABA is undoubtedly the bank of choice. A to the mother BA. We love it because of its ease of use. I went in, I opened up an account, it took me 30 minutes, I got a little credit card, and I got the app, and now I can do all kinds of things. I can hook it up to all the apps, like the ride-hailing app, Grab, and the food delivery app, Nom24, and it's all just boop, 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 pay for it ABA, dunsies. Don't have to handle cash. There's COVID all over all the cash everywhere in the world, so you don't want to touch cash anymore, right? You're scanning QR codes everywhere in restaurants and shops. Pay on ABA, please. Bzz, bzz, bzz. No converting from USD to real to back to USD and then back to real again. Ask any expat how their life has changed since they got ABA, and they'll just burst into tears and just praise its existence. In fact, the most crushed on girl in the history of Cambodia is this girl you see when you open the app. I call her Abigail. She's my banking girlfriend. Hey Abigail, how are you? You're looking really fixed income today. Yeah, I'll do some banking with you. If you're bringing a decent amount of savings with you into Cambodia, you might want to consider ABA's fixed deposit account. What does that mean? I don't know. I have to look it up. You might notice a bit more mouth breathing in the next little section here because it hurts my brain. As I understand it, you deposit some money into an account. You say, I'm going to keep it there for this amount of time. The longer you keep it there, the better the interest rate will be. You can pull it out early, but you're going to lose out on some of the money that you'd be making. So it's basically just like a guaranteed account where you keep some money and you make more money than you normally make. ABA offers 9% per annum in Cambodian real when you invest for 5 years. 5 years is a bit of a long time, but if you pull the cash out after a year, you'll still make 7.5% interest. For just a month, you'll make 3% interest. They also offer fixed USD accounts, but the interest rates are going to be lower for the USD accounts than they are for the real accounts. 6% for 5 years, 5.5% for a year, and 1.75 for a month. So say you have $10,000 to burn, that's about 40 million real, and you throw it into this account, you keep it there for a year, you're going to walk away with 3 million real. 3 million real is pretty good. That's like $740 US. You could probably buy yourself a nice Chesterfield for that. I think that's way better than anything you can get in Canada and probably the US. Of course, there's always risk when investing in a country that you're not a citizen of, especially one that has a tumultuous past. Tumultuous, it's a pretty big word for me. Cambodia is the only country in the history of the world to have abolished money. Back in 1975, when the Khmer Rouge took over, they decided they no longer needed money. Let's get rid of that. That's not any use to us. They destroyed it all. Cambodian real suddenly was worth nothing. So if you have money invested in the country, then uh-oh spaghettios, like big time uh-oh spaghettios. Spaghettios. And then when the Khmer Rouge were stopped and money came back, the people were a little bit hesitant to start using it again. Cambodian real was a thing that they didn't really trust. And at the same time, the US were putting a lot of money into Cambodia. You could call it like support. You could also call it like guilt money. And there was actually more USD in the country than there was Cambodian real. People trusted it more, so they started using USD. And that's why Cambodia now has somewhat of a dual currency system, even though the USD is not officially recognized as a currency of Cambodia. However, in the past 3 years, there's been a real push to use real instead of USD. The $1 and $5 USD notes have been pushed out and replaced by real notes. And I think the government would like to see the dependency on USD reduced even more in the upcoming years. So I guess that's why a fixed USD account pays less than the fixed real account with ABA. But I guess there's also less of a risk with USD. I don't know. I mean, what's the risk really? What are we afraid the banks are going to collapse? What are you just walking around every day just terrified the banks are going to collapse? You know, they don't actually physically collapse, right? They're just like, this is just a term we're using. It's not like a hunk of the ABA main branch is going to fall off and just crush your legs or something. Invest. Don't be such a f***ing p***. Okay, kids, pack your bags. We're headed out. We're going to go see one of the hottest new buildings in Phnom Penh. It's called J Tower 2. It's a Japanese-built condo, 42 floors high, 228 units. It was just opened last year, so it's still sparkly new, beautiful, gorgeous. Let's go have a look. Oh, that's a hell of a view.
Yes, no problem.
Oh, wow. Oh, we used to live in that building. We would sit on the balcony and watch this being built.
Yes.
What I like about J Tower 2, first off, the location is great. It's in the heart of BKK1, and whether you like that area or not, it is the most sought after area to live in the city, and it has been for years. It has the highest concentration of foreigners living in it. It's the most multicultural area of Phnom Penh, and you can see that in the many restaurants and cafes in the area. And it's continuing to grow. Right now there are 4 condos being built in the area that are around 40 stories high. The second thing I like about this building is that it was built by a Japanese developer, which, I mean, generally means better quality. Of course, I can't say that for sure, not without pissing off a bunch of people probably, but most locals will tell you, I'm gonna just go ahead and blame this on the locals, that Japanese built is better than Chinese or Khmer built. About a month ago, I had a friend come visit and we were talking investments, and he's a financial guy. I don't really know exactly what his job is. He tried to explain it to me. He was talking for a long time. He used words like tumultuous and stuff like that, and I was just like, what is this guy talking about? But he is good at making money, and after he left, he sent me a link to J Tower 2, basically saying it would be a good investment. And then just last week, I was out with another friend, and she brought it up as well, and she seemed like she knew what she was talking about, I guess. I don't know. Not too shabby. And the master bedroom. Everywhere. $1.8 per square meter.
Yes.
So 68 square meters?
This is 91.
Oh, 91. Nothing comes with an air con. We have to buy.
Yes.
Just like this.
This is we hand over to the owner.
Yeah.
You have to buy your own TV and sofa.
So how much is it?
219K. This is the last price. People who take this unit to go to the market is about 225K. The original price is the first price is already 200K already. They bought since 2019.
Yeah.
Yes.
91 square meters for 219,000. That's $2,406 per square meter. For this area of Phnom Penh, that's actually pretty good. And it's way less than what you'd have to pay for a condo in the prime part of Bangkok. Boo, Bangkok! You suck, Bangkok! I did do a search for something similar in Bangkok in the Sukhumvit area. I think that's like one of the best areas in the city. This is the only condo I was able to find that was around the same price as this one, around the same size, but it is 26 years old compared to the brand spanking new J Tower 2.
So we have a kitchen.
Not bad. No one's here.
Someday.
That's
Yeah, I think on the top there. Yeah, then the top.
beer here?
Beer here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, beer, perfect.
So, yeah, for some people also we are rent. But everything for free.
Oh my god, look at this. That's so cool. So this is the pool, infinity pool. Oh, that's scary. Feels like you swim right over the edge.
That's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Here you can see a mountain.
Oh yeah. The city seems so quiet up here. And the pool just keeps going. It's estimated that Cambodia's urban population will reach 7.92 million by 2030. In 2014, the urban population was 4.5 million. The overall population is expected to rise to 18.78 million by 2030. It's at around 17.3 million right now. And the population will likely continue to climb as the median age in Cambodia is around 26 years old. That sounds pretty good, right? You like that, don't you? I can see your little eyes just lighting up by hearing that. Hot stats, get that money out. Get that money out. But you do need to be very careful when buying property in Cambodia because there are some interesting rules, I suppose, or lack of rules maybe. Less than a month ago, it was announced that the residents of Koh Kong San Loam, a gorgeous island off the coast of Cambodia, they were told they had to leave. We're talking 12 owners of restaurants, resorts, and other businesses on the island. They've been evicted. The island has apparently been offered to private companies for development. The island is state land, and they're basically saying that if you bought some of it, it wasn't legit, so you're kind of out of luck.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Some of these resorts have been around for like 10 years. It's hard to get all the details on the story, but it just shows you that you can buy land, you can develop it, and then get out of here, you. Don't make me get the hose. Okay, so if you've been watching this channel for a while, you've probably heard me go on and on about the Grab app.
Ride-hailing app, Grab.
And how grabtastic it is.
I recommend the Grab app for booking your tuk-tuk.
It's a ride-hailing app that's used all over Southeast Asia.
Grab is good because it's not buggy. I had no problems with the app at all.
Well, I have a little secret. I've been a naughty boy. I actually own stocks in Grab. Now, I'm not a stockbroker guy. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't like wolf Wall Streets or anything like that. But I think there can be an advantage when you're on the streets in Southeast Asia, when you're seeing how these companies operate, as opposed to being a wolf on Wall Street who's just like looking at numbers and stuff. Maybe a bit of howling. I don't know what they do. Maybe some of these companies fly under the radar. Maybe there's some like ground floor stuff here. Hey, I heard there's a new app that allows you to take care and comb your hair easier. Oh shit, they just got bought by ICQ. Stocks skyrocket and boom, it's a bullfrog market. Cambodia actually has its own stock exchange, one of the smallest in the entire world. I think there's only 5 companies listed on it. You want to give that a go? Put some money in that? Do it. Come on, do it. Don't be such a little
I'm scared to put all the money in the Cambodian stock exchange.
I have a USD account in my Canadian bank and I'm able to invest and grab through that. Not really sure what other locally operated companies you can buy stocks in here, but I'd love to hear more suggestions in the comments below. Oh, look at this, we're like done. I appreciate you watching, I truly do. Thank you for that. You're good people. Sometimes you're a bit of a but be sure to show your appreciation by hitting the thumbs up. That does wonders for me. You wouldn't even believe what that does for me. I just sit there and I just like look at that thumbs up, just refreshing the page, just waiting for a thumbs up. When I get one, it's just like life altering. I get really, really excited about that. Really excited. So do that and then take care, comb your hair, and I'm done.
Prefer when I'm by myself. I don't wanna hang around y'all. For good health. One day I'm really gon' ball. Fuck around and buy the whole mall. Breaking that cake. Flexing 700 in the bank. Not a superhero, I don't save. Look at my face.